My name's Eric Horlick. On behalf of Lee Benson and Mark Osten, who are the course co-directors, it's a real pleasure to welcome you here. I know there was a lot of trouble with the weather and the runway construction at Pearson, and so thank you very much for coming. We really are very glad you're here. So the first thing is just welcome. That's good. So the second question is why do a course? So we all kind of believe that there's a huge need to translate skills in intervention to new people or to people without experience. And I think that when you do that, I think you raise everybody's game. You make our little area of the world a friendlier place for patients, a safer place to be. And you know, we're in a very fast-paced profession. Things kind of fly by very quickly. And it's a high-pressure environment. You know, we deal with very sick people, and we try and make them better, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't work. And I think that anything we can do to kind of help people along in their careers is really, I think, a good thing. So I made this slide because I thought it was an amazing picture, and now I don't really know what the knowing who you are means, but I think it's important to know kind of what you can do. And then as soon as you kind of figure out what you can do safely, it's time to not get very comfortable and to kind of keep growing your skill set, growing your experience. And really a critical way of doing that is going to meetings and actually seeing what other people have done, how they do it, and kind of then going back and adopting that if you think that's a good idea. And I think the format of this course is for it to be very small and intimate. And the idea is that there's going to be a lot of interaction. So like, we're not trying to compete with TCT. There's not going to be 2,000 lectures, and there's not going to be a basic scientist talking about stent design. I think the faculty are people who are really our first choice all around, people who have phenomenal international experience, people who've been around, who've been to meetings for the last 20 years, and I think people who can really help you. So when we're not in session, and even when we're in session, bug them, ask them how they do things, why they do things, how their programs are set up. This is a great opportunity to learn how people who have a lot of experience and are really slick down do things. So really make use of that experience. So the objectives are to broaden horizons in intervention, understand and apply new techniques and skills and new technologies and interventional approaches, make it interactive, keep people on their toes and engaged. So we have a lot of kind of interactive things, spot diagnosis, small group sessions where we want you guys to participate. And all the lecturers have been asked to like include questions and kind of try and ask you what to do or what you would do next, and really provide a superior quality educational experience. So we're starting with a great faculty. It's a very safe environment, this. So like, you don't have to be worried like what your colleague thinks or whatever else. Like, we want you guys involved. Like, that's the reason to do a small meeting, right? We wanted to mix up the audience. So we wanted to have a mixture of adult cardiologists and pediatric cardiologists, because each brand, and depending where you trained, you bring different things to the table to solve a problem. So for some things for pediatric cardiology may be automatic, adult cardiology has no clue. And we thought that that type of interaction would be very beneficial, and that's why we involved Pisces, and we wanted to get a group of early career interventionalists involved. And we want you to take time to think through solutions to problems that you might face in the future. So when you see something, you got to kind of have your script that you're going to run. And don't be ashamed to be an interventionalist this meeting. This meeting is about technical, it's about equipment, it's about inventory, it's about how do I do that, what's the best piece of equipment to get something done the fastest. So those are the questions I want you to ask, I want you to probe, and I want you to think in your head how you're going to deal with some of the problems that you're going to see at this meeting when you're back at home. Evaluations are extremely important for us. This is a new format for us. We've done this course twice before, but not exactly like this. After every session, we're going to ask you to do an evaluation. Take a minute and give us some written comments. What was good, what wasn't good. It's not personal. The faculty are amazing, but if we need to slant something slightly differently and we can provide that feedback, that's extremely helpful. We want the course to be good, and we want it to be what you want and what you need. Written comments. If there are things that should be added or deleted, obviously let us know. The schedule, so Coffee and tea is available outside throughout the whole day. 10:30 to 11:15 is the first break, and we're doing something called the Interventional Olympics, which I think you're going to find very fun, which is basically an interventional decathlon of skills that we're going to time and race and have a winner. Lunch is a working lunch, so there's 10 minutes to grab lunch, and then we're just going to continue on with the talk. So I'd ask you just to be respectful of the people who prepare talks, so just grab lunch, come back. Another break, we'll adjourn at 5, and dinner tonight is right next door to the hotel at Volos, which is a great restaurant, which I think you'll enjoy. The Wi-Fi codes are on the table, so if you want Wi-Fi from out of town, please use the Wi-Fi. And that's it. So welcome, everybody. Let's have a great meeting.